Alright, so there's a video called Susan Collins gives jaw-dropping response to supporting Trump in 2024. I don't know if this is going to be anything or, see, this was by, Brian Tyler Cohen. I'll probably put it in the description if I remember, so look for that if you want to. The problem I have with, like progressive, newscasters sometimes is I feel like they try and make big deals out of, nothing. So let's see where we go.
You say that it's
so why is Susan Collins gonna support Trump in 2024?
You say that it's clumsy, but isn't it, as Senator Durbin pointed out, isn't it exactly what President Reagan did when he said he would appoint a woman to the Supreme Court? Isn't it exactly what President Trump did when he said he would appoint a woman to replace Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Actually, it isn't exactly the same. I've looked at what was done in both cases, and what President Biden did was, as a candidate, make this pledge, and that helped politicize the entire nomination process. What President Reagan said is...
Wait, what? Hang on.
Pledge, and that help politicize make this. What President Biden did was, as a candidate, make this.
Oh, great. So it's the same Mitch McConnell bullshit with when they were trying to appoint. God damn it! I can't remember people's name. Whoever the Supreme Court, like she mentioned, to replace Ginsburg. So it's the timing. Oh, they shouldn't have done it this time. They shouldn't have done it when they were a candidate. Why? Why? Oh, you just can't. You can talk about everything you're going to do when you're a candidate, but you can't be like, hey, if a position opens up in the Supreme Court, I'm going to appoint a woman. That's somehow out of line, bitch. Shut the fuck up. God, I hate Susan Collins.
This pledge. And
by the way, what's the lesson he learned when you decide to let him off the hook for the impeachment the first time? What lesson did he learn, Susan? You stupid, ugly bitch. Fucking middle-aged
help
cunt.
Politicize the entire nomination
Please
process.
elaborate.
What President Reagan said is, as one of his Supreme Court justices, he would like to appoint a woman, and he appointed...
So I guess she's trying to say that Biden, I'll go back. No, fuck it. I'll just leave it where it was. What do you mean that's the only thing that Biden tried to fucking mention? He talked about trying to cut back on greenhouse emissions, which he didn't fucking do. So far, he's released more fucking oil leases on, what is it, like federal land than Trump has in his first year. You fucking son of a bitch. Way to keep your promises, Biden. Joey motherfucking bullshit. Hey, since we're on the topic of saying, fuck Biden, can conservatives just start saying fuck Biden? What is this let's go Brandon bullshit? You got freedom of speech, assholes. Just say fuck Joe Biden. I'm saying it. Fuck Joe Biden. Jesus Christ.
A highly qualified one in Sandra Day O'Connor.
Wait, so she's trying to say that Biden's just going to appoint somebody who's not qualified?
A highly qualified one, and he said, is, as one of his Supreme Court justices, he would like to appoint a woman, and he appointed a highly qualified one in Sandra Day O'Connor.
Yeah, I'm sure Biden's not going to look for somebody who's fucking highly qualified to run the position. I fucking hate this shit. I have a feeling she's going to get into this crap too, where we have to hire the best person. I fucking hate the concept of the best person. It's just somebody that has to be fucking qualified. There is no best. Hey Susan, guess what? There's somebody who can do your job better than fucking you can. There's a lot of people that can do that, honestly, but fuck.
As you're working on this reform, former President Trump is out on the campaign trail. He was out in Texas last night suggesting he may pardon those, if he were elected in 2024, those who were part of the January 6 riots.
Oh, big fucking surprise. He probably won't do it. He makes promises like this before. Remember when he said if you assault, I forget who it was exactly. If it was, maybe it was like news. Was it like the fake news media or some shit? But oh, if you assault them, I'll pay your medical bills. He didn't fucking, or I'll pay. No, it was like I'll pay your lawyer bills. That didn't fucking happen. He doesn't pay Rudy. He didn't pay Rudy Giuliani. He doesn't fucking pay anybody. He's not gonna pardon these people if he gets back. Guaranteed.
Given that, can you imagine any circumstances where you could support his election in 2024?
Well, we're a long ways from 2024, but let me say this. I do not think that President Trump should have made that pledge to do pardons. We should let the judicial process proceed.
Wow, saying something smart for once.
You say we're a long
January
way away
6th
from...
was a dark day in our history.
Thank
it was,
you.
and you voted to
Somebody said it.
President Trump.
I can at least admire her for that. Holy shit. Thank you for admitting that.
In our history.
It was, and you voted to convict President Trump as well. Why can't you rule out supporting him in 2024?
Well, certainly it's not likely, given the many other qualified candidates that we have that have expressed interest in running. So it's very unlikely.
Oh, so when Trump...
Brian, what the fuck? She said that it's unlikely she's going to support Trump, but that she could. Alright, you know what? What the fuck are you on about?
Trump and Reagan pledged to nominate a woman to the Supreme Court, that was totally fine and not in the least bit political. But when Biden pledged to nominate a black woman...
By the way, for the record, I do like Brian Tyler Cohen. It's just sometimes... I don't know. It's like, I guess it's a light news day for you.
Totally fine and not in the least bit political. But when Biden pledged to nominate a black woman, because his pledge stemmed from a campaign promise, well, that changes everything. That makes it completely political. Now I understand. I think. I'll give Senate Republicans this. They are really good at cooking up completely arbitrary rules and then pointing to those made-up rules as evidence to support their conclusions. Mitch McConnell doesn't want to confirm Obama's Supreme Court nominee? Well, that makes sense because clearly you can't nominate a candidate a year before an election to a Senate with a majority of an opposing party.
Like a month
obviously.
Or two before.
And while we're on the topic of very, very real rules, everyone knows you can't nominate someone on the third Wednesday of the month. Had he nominated him on the first Wednesday, fine, but 3 Wednesdays in? I'm sorry, but McConnell simply couldn't allow such a sacrilege to stand. Seem ridiculous? That's because it is. That's because those aren't real rules. Just like pledging to use certain criteria to nominate a Supreme Court justice during one's presidency versus their campaign is in no way disqualifying, and in fact are pretty much exactly the same. It's not Biden who seems foolish here, it's people like Susan Collins who sound more like a...
Would you rather the fucking person not tell you what the hell they might do when they're on the campaign trail? You want to fucking wait till they're actually elected? Hey, by the way, I want to do all this shit that you might not have approved of. Which, if you're not going to approve for somebody being a judge because they're a black woman, go fuck yourself.
A 7-year-old making up rules as she goes because she doesn't yet understand social cues. Now, as far as Collins' claim that Biden politicized the process, she voted to confirm the guy who literally called himself the victim of, quote, revenge on behalf of the Clintons. But hey, we wouldn't want to...
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to go through the rest of this. It's just... I kind of feel like this was a nothing burger, Brian, but whatever. End. God, why is this button so hard?